Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Points of Light. I am Noranok, and we are here to play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition set in the world of Eberron. And I will be once more the Dungeon Master. And this, as far as I know, is our 50th episode!
Which is why we're streaming it live from Hawaii. It's the Hawaii 5-0. Wait, no, never mind.
Funny though.
I try.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Korski's not going to be with us, at least for this, for this session. He basically had to work overtime for work. At least he's going to be really late. So, yeah.
Honey, can you slide the can back? Hang over here.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't have much in the way of recap because
No.
not much. Oh,
Sorry.
Rose just got to the new bird.
New burb. What new burb name?
New bird.
Gizmo.
Who?
New bird named Gizmo.
A bird.
Gizmo. I will remember.
What kind of burb?
You done?
I will remember that. Oh, hey, I gotta lower the volume on your end, Silicon, just in case.
Hold on.
Alright. A little loud, so no
Where the
offense.
hell is the roll 20?
Even though Gizmo is more of a duck name.
Oh my god.
You sure?
Yes.
Gizmo sounds like more like we're getting way off track, so I don't have much of a recap written, but I do remember what happened last.
Connor, you're not old enough to remember DuckTales, I don't think.
I watched DuckTales! I watched the original.
And you don't remember Gizmo Duck?
Kind of, but I do remember the theme song. DuckTales! Woohoo!
Bum 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 bum. DuckTales. Woo.
So,
Yeah, anyway, recap.
we last left off, there was some kind of an argument over a bag. Somebody wanted to dump it out in the middle of a bloody...
The bloody scene.
We resolved that.
That
Oh,
murder.
well,
so
that wasn't resolved while we were playing, so
That
I
is
was not
true.
aware that it was resolved.
That is true.
Yeah,
Our
so
character still has
so-
it, and
yeah,
we'll give it
Hugin-
to him when we're done.
yeah. So
Well, that was what.
so in our last adventure, our party has finally confronted Copper, Copper was Copper wanted to like kill all these warforged and make a body out of it, and his claim is to have them be reborn.
Oh.
Yep, kind of disturbing.
Oh, Silence of the Warforged thing.
More like Frankenstein.
Warforged centipede.
Oh my God! No!
Anyway,
God.
Forgot about that horror story for a
Oh
In goes
my-
Kyber crystals. Out comes laser beams.
at
Yeah,
least it
Dragon
was-
Sharks. Yeah. So Copper claims that the reason why he killed these warforged is because they asked for death, to be reborn, and to be perfected. He believed that they were all tainted by the touch of flesh, and claims that the touch of perfection was held within, and only can he set it free.
Ew, he's Robo PETA.
Or a televangelist. Robo-evangelist.
He missed that the first time last weekend. And also, Aaron, you have to stay behind with Angelica because she got a little too enthusiastic with her necropsy of the Rapid.
Okay.
And then soon after the fight has ended, you and Angelica have caught up. However, so much to Zoria's dismay, Copper cannot be reasoned with, and so a fight commenced. And although Copper in his last breath say that perfection awaits, and soon after the lights of the Dragon Shard mosaic glows on the northern wall, and soon after this warforged Chuck abomination, this monstrous creation, sprung to life and touched the party. Zorio was knocked out in the process, but everybody else slew it. And everybody started looting the bodies, because that's how D&D works. With Hugin pretty much taking
collecting the evidence. Thank you very much.
And that too. Wow, Hugin takes the bag of holding for himself, dumping the rest of the contents out.
Okay, we had the conversation off stream. He grabbed it. I said wait, and I have it at the moment, but we're gonna deal with all the loot afterwards.
Okay, and this is where we are right now, as Angelica and Korski's just like taking a breath. Well, Angelica just like looking at the piece of the rabbit that she took in a bit of a flask, and she's just like, looks nice, and puts it in her bag.
I will inform her that it does not taste very good.
It still could be used, she says. Could be super useful, maybe to sell it, I don't know, or maybe to collect knowledge. I'm a student, she says rather awkwardly.
Whimper shrugs.
Alright.
Aaron, do you have Revivify?
I believe so. Let me check my character.
Yes, I believe you do.
I'm pretty sure I do, though.
I meant to do that in character, but completely forgot to use character
yes,
names.
I do.
Alice for surname.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know. I completely spaced on that part.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have Revivify.
If you got it ready, that would be great, because we're running out of time here on this end.
Sure.
Apparatus wanted to get Copper back up for trial.
You don't know if a minute has passed.
Anybody got that perfect tracking time thing?
That's the nice thing about Revivify, though, is the soul does not need to be willing.
God damn it.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Wait, it doesn't?
It says you touch a creature that has died within the last minute. That creature returns to life with 1 hit point. This spell can't return to life a creature that has died of old age, nor can it restore any missing body parts. That's all it says.
How many Revivified crystals do you have? 2? I'm looking at character sheets, that's 2.
How many what?
It says that you have 2 Revivified diamonds.
Okay.
I thought you just had the spell.
No, you need the materials.
Now you need the material component, which is a diamond.
And spells like Revivify consume these crystals.
Well, 1.
Okay, so I don't want to be a wet blanket here, because I do know that the spell itself doesn't specify the creature needs to be willing, but in the Dungeon Master's Guide on page 24, it says you cannot bring back the soul of an unwilling creature. And that applies to all resurrection.
Well, it's up to you, Nord.
Yeah, it is up to Nord.
I'm checking it out.
That in the module says that you can't bring Copper back.
Or it doesn't say. I think it doesn't say. Let me check the module.
If it does, then
That's what you said last week.
Yeah, I'll need to double check. That's what I remember. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't take into account of reviving Copper.
Quick, someone perform CPR. Apparatus then turns Nicolas Cage style. What is
CPR for a warforged? Cardio pneumatic resuscitation.
There you go. It's alive.
you just plug in a leaf blower and then attach it to the mouth.
Are there bolts on the side of the neck?
No.
Well, fine.
You get the you get a defibrillator, but instead of putting it on the chest, you put it around their head.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Shock the Gura back to life.
Nathan, does squirrels work that way in Eberron? I forget.
Does what?
Shot the warforged.
Do squirrels work that way in Eberron? I forget.
What about?
I was just making a joke
what is
that
your
they don't
question?
have hearts.
How does it work?
Guras.
What is your
making a
question
joke
about the
using a
Gulra?
defibrillator. I was making a joke about using defibrillators on the Gulra to wake up a warforged.
Yeah.
The Gulra itself doesn't
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you just have
Do anything.
Oh, it's just like a fingerprint. Got it.
Yeah, it's just like a
that houses
fingerprint.
their soul.
Okay.
It's also really fucking hard to destroy.
Yeah.
Also,
Because you destroy
I mean,
it, they die. But generally, if you're doing enough damage to destroy a Gura, you've done enough damage to erase the head.
So anyway, you're going to collect the body parts of the of this Warforged Turgonon abomination, stuff the body parts into numerous bags of holding. What are you gonna do with the copper's body?
I was.
It's going in a
thinking
different bag of
into
holding.
mine.
Yeah.
You're just
We specifically said that we put it into my bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
you're just like stuffing Copper's body into a bag of holding, and okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just summon my magical stretcher that'll do it for us. Tensor's floating disc or some shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh
there
wait,
is
none of
actually
us have
one.
that spell.
Neither does Huntford.
In my Saturday campaign, one of the characters was a scientist and a doctor, and used Tensor's floating disc as a summonable stretcher.
That is clever. Can artificers learn that spell? What? Know that?
Uh-huh.
Prepare that spell?
No,
Maybe.
just wizards.
So glad for a unified spell list. Anyway, yeah. So, and as you like basically stuff the bodies into the bags of holding, what are you gonna do with the loot you found?
We are going
Getting out of
to
here first.
discuss and divide it after we get out of here. That's what we all decided.
Okay.
Did you explain this cave is looking like it's gonna fall in any moment? I don't think we want to stay here.
Yeah. Okay. So you get out of the so you gather your party and avoiding the trap ahead, and you got out of the cave. When you got out of the basement and back into the foundry, people are still working. The foundry owner was actually just like walk around the factory looking for you, eyes you, and approaches.
Can I help? Can we help you?
So you found Copper. You found whoever is. Oh well.
Oh yeah. We don't look. We don't have. There's no evidence aside from the bruises.
Yeah.
That we've been in a fight.
Let me take credit back. You found the killer. He asks.
Yes, and it was Copper.
Copper. Oh,
Yeah.
that rambling. Of
You
course.
be very careful with your next words, dwarf.
I was going to say that rambling
Step up.
warforged because he rambles a lot.
He was also a friend of ours. So
I also get the feeling that whenever I can't remember the dwarf's name, whenever he says warforged,
Smugger?
it's with the same tone as a
Smager.
fundamentalist Baptist says homosexual.
fights.
You.
Saga.
Yeah, Mulric is
You
the
get what I mean, like-
Mulric is the dwarf's name.
Yeah, basically, I get the feeling that the way that he says warforged, it comes
no,
out
he
like a
doesn't.
slur. If you get what I'm saying.
Right. The slugger guys from the
Talk, fight.
Well,
lab.
so definitely not Chuck and Irons then.
Not this time.
Would have been cool. Would have been cool to have that confirmed. Urban legends.
Yeah. But it's also
Did we
much
find
harder to kill a
anything?
ghost.
Not when you've got Force Blast. Let me check the. Oh, Rose, did you post a picture of your new burb?
Huh?
Oh no! Did you post a picture of your new burb?
I don't think so. Not here.
Damn. Okay, so the 24 gold chain links, are those the same kind of links that we've been seeing with the protection against Jack of Irons?
Yes, yes, and the gold chain links you have found at the murder sites.
All right.
So you
I
found
have one.
so you
that
found
was given
additional.
to me.
So okay, let me count the ones you have found total. So
24.
We're like 26 now, I think.
27.
Yeah.
27.
27
Right,
because,
we got one from the Foundry guy.
Yeah, he's the one. He gave it to me.
More or apparatus says no, but it looks like Copper was exploiting the fear of that urban legend. Would you like your ring back, Massa?
He took us Massa. Haven't heard that one in a while. You got spunk. Nah.
Like,
More
it's
like
taking
zero
apparatus
patient.
a lot of self-control just to not just bash this dude's face in
No.
every time they see him.
Yeah. No. Just keep it. I don't think we are going to hear about this chicken hours for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose this this kind of like this whole thing is could be a valuable lesson.
You gonna be nice to your workers now?
Yeah.
Step in the
I
right
will make
direction.
sure of it.
Step in the right direction, my friend.
Yeah.
Very
Is that going to be overnight?
So I then put the gold chains around my neck and I suddenly grow an afro, or not an afro, a mohawk afro.
Really?
Yeah, and I start pitying fools.
No, we're not gonna do that. No. So yeah, the total gold chain, so 27 gold shanks, each about 10 gold. So it's gonna be about 270
I'll
gold.
burn a cast of this.
Not something that we can sell right now because they are still evidence of an ongoing crime scene.
That's fair.
I mean,
We have lots of paperwork to fill out.
We keep
is your real quick? This is an out of character question. Is your character actually a member of law enforcement?
No, but apparatus just make sure to take notes and evidence for everything.
I'm just my main question is like, is
Well,
law
do we all have to
enforcement
do
in Sharn
paperwork?
like is paperwork really like that integral of a part of the criminal proceedings in Sharn yet?
Probably.
Question mark.
Since Warforged are involved in this and how frequently they're mistreated, even if there isn't official paperwork to do, apparatus is going to do paperwork because shit like this can't just be swept under the rug.
Good point.
Yeah, and
Okay.
as you all know, Apprise is a honorary member, kind of honorary member of House Kenneth.
Baker
We're
Street.
not
right?
part of law enforcement, but we're the people who are a little too good not to help, not to ask for help.
We're just-
We're the
Do well enough.
we're the independent investigators. Or we're the consultant investigators. There we go.
And you're also
Investigating
members
people?
of Clifftop Adventurers Guild.
Oh, I thought we weren't actually part of that, but they kept calling us
I
in
am.
for help.
Yeah, Apprise is, Huntford is, Whimper is.
Apparatus is out of pragmatism because getting paid is nice, and then that means that they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's like that one rule in acting. You do like 2 for the money and then 1 for fun for movie roles.
Yeah. So, do you all make your way out of the foundry?
You get ready and go. That's the saying. I've been wondering about that for like a week.
What?
So,
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. I've been wondering what that whole thing was for like a week.
Well, I
don't
remember it
know
is
if those
1
are-
for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready now. Go cat, go, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
we're
Right.
we're
Okay,
getting
maybe
way
that's
off
the
track.
rest of
We're getting
it.
way off track. So, where would you
Sorry.
like to go
That's-
next?
That's the Elvis song one.
No, I've been trying to remember that for like a week.
Where would you like to go next? Well, Humphrey is gonna head up and says, "Well, I gotta turn my I gotta get my payment, and I just remembered something. I need to write write a letter to my family. See you later."
All right,
Peace.
see
See
you
you
back at
soon.
the hotel.
All right, and he heads off. Angelica also leaves saying that she also has to get her payment, and says, "Well, I might keep keeping a bit of a collection of myself, or I can sell it to at Moorgrave or something. What do you think?" Oh, by the way, it's nice to meet.
It's
Nice to meet you.
In the jar.
Yeah, and she turns to you, Lego and Apparatus, and Elsif, and says, "Well, this might. We didn't really get to talk much, but still nice to meet you."
To be fair, you hung out with us for like 5 minutes.
Still. Anyway, see you later. Maybe.
Possibly. Bye-bye.
Anyway,
So,
and
once again.
she walks off. See you topside.
See you guys.
See ya.
All right, now it's just the 5 of you. Where would you like to go?
I've got a specific pit stop to make. I'm not going to drag anyone else along.
Disneyland.
Shouldn't we go back to the place the Warforged hang out?
The Red Lantern?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to let them know that Jack of Irons is not the threat.
Right.
But by the way, Apparatus, I'll need your help making something later.
Now, could you repeat that, Lego? Just want to make sure.
Just a quick character. It was. Apparatus, I'll need your help making something later. Mainly the ending stuff.
And not feel like there's a threat or they can't be who they are.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Video is playing in your background, so where'd you like to go next? Go first.
We can add the Red Lantern.
Yeah, so
That's
what I'm
my
thinking.
pit stop before I head up, though.
yeah, so Red Lantern. Okay, give me a second. I got the description ready for the Red Lantern in Okay, so give me a second. Red Lantern.
Red Lantern, come on over.
Yeah, no, not Red Lantern. The Red Hammer. Sorry, the Red Hammer.
I was going to say, the Red Lantern is definitely making me think that it's in the Fire Eyes district of Sharn.
Either that,
So,
or
we've
you
been
know,
saying at the
a place where they.
No,
where
I've
they
been saying the Red
serve
Hammer.
bombs.
It's the Red Hammer. I'm sure.
Okay, the Red
You've been
Hammer, the
saying Red
Warforged bar.
Lantern. You've been saying Red
Yeah.
Lantern since we got down here.
Right.
I just figured that it was like an old brothel that.
No,
Warf-
it's the
you know,
Red
that
Hammer. It's the Red
went out
Hammer.
of business, and it just and then local Warforged turned it into a bar.
It's the Red Hammer.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
kept
Red
the
Hammer.
Red
I think
Lantern
I said
thing
Red
as a
Hammer
joke.
before. I think I said Red Hammer before.
No, you've been saying Red Lantern since we got down here. But
And no one was making Meryl references, which makes me sad.
Red Hammer. It's the Red Hammer.
Yeah, we get
Why do
that.
they call it the brothel? Is it because it's full of broth?
Or they serve soup.
Oh my god! Now I want to insert a brothel into my campaign, where it's all euphemisms, and so
It's actually, they just serve a lot of soup.
no. All of the names of stuff is soup. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to order a chicken noodle soup, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're getting way off track. So,
I don't know.
With a soup aside.
So Apparatus' plan of where they're going is going to be Red Hammer, and then police or constables, and then asshole Mickey over at House Canneth.
Okay, so Red Hammer first.
Yes.
Good God, I've been saying No, I'm pretty sure I said Red Hammer before.
No, you've been saying Red Lantern.
No,
I've been giggling every damn time.
I didn't know the difference, to be honest. So
Fuck.
I didn't
Red
think
Lantern
about
is in like the red light district.
I didn't think much about it.
There's a red light district in Ogden. That's not a euphemism. The streets all turn red as you're going through. Or the lights all turn red as you're going through.
It's in Ogden? I don't know. That might be a euphemism.
No, it's what I call Washington Boulevard, because it used to be that as long as you were going the speed limit up Washington Boulevard, you would hit every single green light. But it's been years with other lights now and stuff, and so if you're going the exact speed limit, you're going to hit almost every red light now. So I call that area the red light district.
Yeah. Okay. So
because I keep on getting
I'm getting off track. Okay, you're at the red hammer, not the red lantern as I've been calling it this entire time, or most of the time.
See, Nord, really, the true lesson you should get from this is, for inns, you should have chosen the Broken Anvil as their place to stay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I do like Broken Anvil.
That's a cool. That'd be a
That's
cool
where
name for this.
the red
Right,
hammer is
now
where
I come up with another name for a brothel, the Broken Bed Inn.
Red Hammer is where. No, I actually said Red Hammer before. Yeah, so with Red Hammer, as you'll know,
The Red Hammer is
may
a
have said
warforged
Red Hammer
bar in the
once.
Cogs. It
Yes.
is an actual location.
Yes.
The Broken
As
Anvil
opposed to the-
is an inn in the Calistan district. It's an actual inn.
Can we get going with this?
So
Sorry.
I have a limited amount of time to play.
yeah. So you enter inside. The air is thick with smoke from small forge burning low in the common room, and the single wall-mounted brazier provides dim, flickering lighting. About a dozen warforged are scattered about the floor, speaking rumbling voices, and working personnel repairs the very tools of artifice. And you see a variety of clientele as the first as Corvar's battlefield.
Clientele.
A variety of what?
Variety
Clientele.
clientele.
But he pronounced it Cliente for some reason.
Clientele.
Okay. Anyway,
And you see a cobalt-plated warforged at the bars, breaking yet another one of her conversations to see you. And Zoria, Whimper, you do recognize. Her song is always like a song as usual. She recognize. And hey, it's Zoria and Whimper.
Hey guys.
Yeah, welcome, friends. Welcome back. Welcome. What can we help you with? What can we help you with? Sorry, I did like this is me speaking as DM. I need to get used to the voice. So, what can we help you with?
Do you have any soup bones?
Oh, yes, we do.
I'll take 2.
That would cost you a total of 1 silver. 1 silver sovereign.
What?
About as much as
The
a
sovereign just... Wait. How many soup bones is he getting for
2.
a silver? Because soup bones, they're like a copper for a big fuck bag of them.
All right.
I don't think Nor saw that coming, so this is probably on top of his head.
Okay. Retract that. So 2 copper crowns.
Okay.
Chopper walks over to some human that couldn't even afford silver crowns for their teeth, just rips them out.
Yeah. Is something up with your mic?
Who are you asking?
Call Silicon.
It shouldn't be. What's wrong with it?
It's kind of like skipping stuff just a little bit.
It might be because I have to use my phone because I couldn't find my damn laptop.
Okay.
So anyway, so you get email, Whimper. What about the rest of you?
Instead, Apparatus is going to walk up and say, "We have
This hasn't changed.
stopped the murderer. It was Copper.
Copper. Oh no. Not Jack. Oh. I'll let Ash know.
Not Jack and Irons. Copper, however, is using the superstitions about an iron to assist in to assist or let me think of the right words to facilitate murders.
Oh.
Have been looking at the wrong thing.
I see. Okay. Ash is not here at the moment, but I will let her know as soon as she comes here. You have my word. Do you, if you don't mind me asking, do you have proof?
Yes,
lot.
but it would be tactless to show you that proof here.
Sorry, what'd you say?
It would be quite tactless to show that proof here.
What is that noise?
Yes, everyone,
it's Gizmo.
apparatus.
Sorry.
Apparatus has character developed. They now understand the act is a thing.
Yes. She looks around. Well, shall be in one of the forges. She beckons you, and she walks over to one of the forges. Do you follow her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I would recommend pulling out the fire tongue blade, not Copper's head or something.
Okay, so...
Did you
Okay.
get a burr squeaky chair?
Yeah, anyway, so you enter inside one of the forges. You see the anvil, you know, at the fire pit, where one would, like, hammer away metal ingots into more shaped items. It's quite hot here for most people. You, Apparatus, you're warforged. You probably don't feel as much heat. And she turns to you, and concerned, despite being warforged, with being palpable all over her face. She gestures towards she gestures towards towards the each of you.
No.
And says, "Well, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got."
I brought him to pull out the 24 gold chains. So, let me go back to that list. The flaming dagger, because all the victims had scorched out stab wounds.
Oh. Yeah, I do remember.
And then, some of the body parts. Don't need to dump them all. And motion to who is it that had Copper in the bag of holding?
Who has Copper's bag of holding?
No,
Hunkin
not
does.
Copper's bag of holding. No.
I'll start saving the
Copper.
turns.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No. Someone put Copper in their bag of holding, and it was I think it was Rose's character.
Yeah, Zoria.
What?
Zoria, do you have Copper's body in the bag of holding?
Yes. Why?
Evidence
We're showing the proof.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so do you pull out Copper's body out of the bag?
Yeah.
It takes you a bit of effort to pull
a
out
little bit, not all the way.
It takes you a bit of effort, even to pull out just a little bit of his body, and you show it to Blue, and she kind of like, goodness.
I will say I probably look the worst out of the whole group, so like he did it.
I can see what if you don't mind me asking, what did he do with the bodies?
Frankensteinian
trying to-
monster.
Yeah. He was also speaking coherently. Well, mostly coherently. They were...
Crazy but coherent.
Yes.
Did
Saying
he,
that something spoke to him, telling him that only he was able to fix the warforged that had been touched by flesh. Saying that all of his victims begged to be put out of their misery.
I highly doubt it.
I can't even
Being
throw
as
up
one
and I
of
feel
the-
sick.
One of the people that died was
I know, Shadow Black.
yeah. And
Worst-
I don't see Shadow Black wanting to
Check
Die.
out anytime soon.
Yeah, it's hard to forcibly convert people to your cult if you're dead.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, but you'll still be missed, you know?
But
I'm not saying that he just. I'm not saying he deserves being killed by Copper. Although, now that
no
you
one
brought,
deserves to die.
I don't know. If you're a paladin of the Lord of Blades, you probably do.
I mean,
Unless you're like severely stupid and literally don't know what the hell's going on.
I mean,
okay,
I've met my fair share of unintelligent people, so you know, gullible people. There are things
Yeah.
out there, but I don't think would be
I
considered
do
gullible.
remember Copper
But
I do remember Copper carrying a dagger, like having a sheath and everything. I can't believe I didn't make that connection. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
to be fair, it was
Copper was
a pretty far
intelligible
leap.
almost all the time. Did Copper just start babbling after witnessing one of the murders, or claim to witnessing one of the murders, or did he always speak like that? I can't remember.
Could you?
I don't ever.
He.
I don't ever remember Copper being that way.
I don't know. It might just be a. I honestly
He's
do
an
not know.
act then.
Could be an act for all I know.
Or driven crazy somehow.
Perhaps. Well, might as well have you turn the evidence to the guards up top, and I suppose that someone else will be interested. No. House Kenneth, maybe? You know, they are the ones that made us.
Yeah, Slugger guy. That's one of our stops as well.
You are the ones
I
that
don't-
made us, as Apparatus struggles really hard to say if that's what you believe.
Yeah.
Right. So,
No, they were merely the ones that found the things that made us. Apparatus does not say that bit out loud, but that's the
Which Doug's
background
big
for why
question.
his thought is, or why their thought is if that's what you believe.
okay, so. Well,
Oh, that means I know what you just said then. If you thought it.
Oh yeah, because you still got the mind link with Apparatus.
okay. Speaking of which, Abe, how do you feel about what Apparatus said in their thoughts?
Well, mostly now I'm curious why there aren't older Warforged. If the creation forges were there in the first
why
place.
there were no Warforged older than like 9?
Older than like 30, actually. Oldest Warforged like 30.
Oh,
30.
I thought it was only like 5 years before the end, for some reason.
No, I believe it was around like 30, 35, give or take.
But yeah, there's no old Warforged. Actually, that's not entirely true either. There are old Warforged.
Not that old.
No, there's some that are thousands of years old. Most of them are in Zendrick. Zendrick.
Yeah.
I can't do the glottal stop between the and then a D.
So Abe, you say that you're curious about what Apparatus thought. Well, Apparatus
I was
thinks.
curious why there aren't older Warforged if the Creation Forges were around before House Cath found them.
Because very few people were making them.
Used.
Actually, I would like Apparatus, Abe, to roll an Arcana or History check.
All right.
Okay, so we actually get some info on this.
Lore stuff.
Where is
23 Arcana.
all right?
I am astonished.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh God. Okay. This caught me off of.
Down to I know what the person who first found the creation machines. Yeah, creation forges. Thank you. I almost said creation engine. That wasn't right. I know what they had for breakfast. What color their underwear was.
Yeah. So so as you know, I need to look up on the wiki just to be safe. Eberron wiki Warforged.
Yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, one member of House Kenneth that did recreate Creation Forge using dragon shards and kyber crystals, and that's why there are Psyforged as well.
That's
that and the best
possible.
still pumping them out.
That could be possible. I am like looking up the history of the Warforged, and yes, there are. You have heard. You ever heard theories of the origins of the Warforged? Although they are not quite clear.
Okay, so yeah, my Arcana check was 31.
Yes. Did you know that the highest DC possible is 30?
There's actually some items that have a DC of 31.
Really?
And I know that specifically. There's a puzzle that requires an investigation check of 31 to solve. Otherwise, it kills you.
Oh my God!
That sounds like a Tim's of Horrors thing.
Like that's the
I
thing.
can't remember what it's from.
A DC of 31. A DC of 31 is only attainable by a character with a maxed out attribute and +6 to their proficiency bonus without expertise. Expertise can get you up to a theoretical 37 if you roll an at 20.
As well. Oh, then you can add in like bardic inspiration and shit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've hit above 40 before.
While you were working for House Kent, he did look into some blogs.
Supposed to use that tone that boosts.
That seemed to theorize that Warforged could be made as host bodies for a group of quarry, which were different from the quarry that you know now. And it seems like and it's theorized that Trines have made them first, basically.
Yep. And them being quarry souls, or repurposed quarry souls, would also explain why you never find a Warforged soul in Dolor.
And
almost everybody that dies, that's not of the Silver Flame, their soul ends in Dolor. Because one of three things: you're a Warforged, so it doesn't go there.
Yeah.
You're a follower of the Silver Flame, which means you just go to Power of the Flame.
That would require
you go to Dolor, or the Shadow. No, not the Shadow. The Trickster steals your soul.
Does Apparatus know
Keeper.
this? Yeah. Does Apparatus know?
I know a 31 in our. About soul, about the.
Yeah, that would require a
was,
religion check.
I was saying that out of character.
Yeah, and as a character,
now Apparatus would know about Warforged souls not ending up in Dolor.
Yes.
Mainly because that's a.
Well, it's possible. Well, it is only a theory, but Warforged, as you know, have there's strong evidence of Warforged having souls.
Yeah.
And
because things that affect souls affect Warforged. It's for some reason they don't ever end up in Dolor.
Yeah,
unless they physically travel there themselves.
Yeah. And during the last war, as you know of Apparatus, and and Abe, House Kenneth played a major role through arms stealing, but it was in 965 Year of the Kingdom that they would create the Warforged. The first batch of the Warforged specifically. Although that would also require a history check, but this kind of like ties both into it. So, yeah.
I mean, it's a 30-20 for history then.
Yeah, that's a 27 for history for me.
Yeah. So either way, yeah. So you know quite a bit about the history of the Warforged.
And the fact that there's the whole quarry soul thing kind of just makes it fitting that us
and
two
you
got
also
it.
know that the first of the Merrick's Decaneth, senior Merrick's Decaneth, was commissioned to build the Warforged, and although he wasn't able to successfully create a sentient version of the Warforged, his son Eberron Decaneth did by using these creation forges.
Yeah, the first Warforged that that House Kenneth created they were trying to basically copy the creation forges, the process, because they hadn't fully figured it out. Or not copy. They're trying to reverse engineer it, and that's where a lot of the Warforged Colossi come from. Is Kenneth's attempt to basically make Warforged from scratch. Because they couldn't figure out the creation forges yet.
And that's what you have to know in Apparatus, and Abe too.
And now Abe!
Abe, how do you feel about
this?
this?
I figured it out, actually.
And Abe, Abe, how do you feel about this info dump?
I kind of want to make when Abe figured out he was part core, he probably did this research.
Apparatus, does that make us cousins?
Nah, I'm just giving a reason where maybe.
So anyway,
I'm giving a reason why Abe might know this is he probably did his research on quarry stuff and found that theory.
Yeah, because is Abe a Kalistar?
Yes.
Yep. Kalistar.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
That's what I thought.
Shade
See
was
what's really
dormant for a long
terrifying?
time.
what?
Someone asked Keith Baker why the quarry and why so many of the nightmare aberrations from Zoriat, what are they called? Delkir. Why so
Delkir.
many Delkir and why the quarry look like humans? And
No,
Keith Baker responded with,
You're thinking of Delcar.
Yep.
You're thinking of Delcar.
yeah, but the quarry also frequently look a lot like humans.
No, they
And there's
no.
They do not.
They don't. They don't. They don't
No.
actually. They don't.
No, they're called nightmares for a reason.
You're mixing it up with the Delkir. So,
maybe it's just the Delkir then. But I was like, so why do the Delkir look like humans? And Keith Baker said, wrong question. The question is, why do humans look like Delkir? And then left it at that.
That sounds like Keith Baker.
He's nice. The times that I've talked to him, he's been pretty fun.
Oh yeah, he's real nice, but it sounds
I love
like
the fact that-
something he'd
yeah,
say.
we're getting way off track. So Blue said, well, might as well gather your things before we make another awkward scene. Yeah, I don't want to end up being in another situation like this, like last time. She says, and she does not elaborate further. Well, I gotta get back to work, she says.
How many dead Warforged have been on this anvil? Hello? How many Warforged autopsies have been done in this bar?
So anyway,
I don't know if you want the answer to that.
yeah,
question,
so
my
anyway,
friend.
you kind of leave.
I smile and say, "You'll never know."
Anyway, so you leave the fortress of the Red Hammer. God fucking ah! I said Red Hammer before this session.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? Forging instead of...
Oh no. Okay. Now that part's over with, and when you return to the Red Hammer, the atmosphere seems to turn quite dour as rumors and hearsay about copper starts to spread. Nothing much you can do.
Wow, people must be eavesdropping.
Yeah.
Sorry about Copper. His betrayal hurts us all.
The other Warforged member in agreement.
Jack of Irons was not involved in this. Copper was using the superstitions and fears of Jack of Irons to help him go unnoticed.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. This time with
advantage.
Thank you. Thank you, Abe.
Yep.
The original reason why we did the mind link in the first place.
Somehow you're going to use mind link to give Apparatus advantage.
Yeah, I'm coaching them.
You're coaching them, yeah, you're coaching them.
Let's see.
That will be a D20 -1 for you.
Yep. Good, because the first roll was a nat 1.
That's a
Would have been a 0.
The second roll was a 17, so a total of 16.
all right. The other Warforged remembered, and
As Apparatus also says, instead of explaining, says, "What the fuck you guys listening to? Mind your fucking business. Leave. No Apparatus is not what you're supposed to say." Oh.
yeah, way to let the character with the lowest charisma do the talking. What can go wrong?
He's the only ambassador we got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It would be impolite to not let someone talk.
All right, Whimper. How do you feel about all this as Apparatus?
Imagine if it was anybody else in the party who comes out with a dead Warforged and say, "Yeah, this bastard's the one who's been killing you all." I mean, I killed this one, but he's been killing you all.
I was the one who pulled it out, so you know.
Yeah, but imagine how the other Warforged would have taken it. Oh, look, another non-Warforged going around killing Warforged and trying to blame Warforged on Warforged violence on Warforged. Yeah, sure.
I mean, these Warforged know about me. I would never, I wouldn't do that to cause trouble.
Oh yeah, you're also from the Cogs.
No,
I'm not from the Cogs. I'm just.
No, she.
No. You were part of the riots or some shit like that.
Yeah.
The protest.
And if
earlier
they're
this year.
talking bad about Warforged, I step in and not happy.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
breaking
that's
up that riot earlier probably gives us a little good graces.
So Whimper and Zora were there when they were looking for one of the artifacts tied to the extra planes. Very first adventure, if I recall correctly. You'll help instigate a protest for Warforged Union rights. Warforged rights.
Yep.
So anyway,
The recent protest turned out non-violent. Still, people still got what they want, though, and that makes Apparatus happy.
yep.
Yeah.
So
watching a bunch of foremen go down in pieces.
some of the Warforged were.
Apparatus happy too.
Alright, so anyway, the result of your roll. Some of the Warforged were a little annoyed by you being blunt about what transpired, but give you
I don't know.
annoyed.
I was assisted to getting a 16.
Yeah,
So at no point did Apparatus actually said, "What the fuck you guys looking at? Stop eavesdropping."
Yeah. Some of the Warforged were a
as soon
little.
as that flash of annoyance passed through Apparatus's brain, it was like, no, that's not what we say.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, some of the Warforged got a little tense, a little scared, but the others murmured even more in agreement. And one who says, "So it's not as fleshly this time."
Surprisingly, no.
Oh. And so
Also,
Although
those
that foreman
who
of
work
the
under
stuff,
what's the foreman's name? Switch over to Discord.
Mulric.
Mulric is the founding owner's name. And don't
We
forget,
had some discussions with Mulric.
That definitely did.
Those that
almost
work
lead
for
to
him
shotgunning his face off.
should have better working conditions from here on out. If you don't, come to me. And then, once again, business cards and various ways to contact Apparatus.
where'd you get these business cards? Someone asks.
Fabricate.
Watch this, and basically a Rolodex pulls out of the all-purpose tool around Apparatus's left arm.
The what now?
A Rolodex. You're too young for Rolodexes, aren't you? Imagine basically the tiniest 3-ring binder, but for index cards.
All right. Which
And there's no like actual end of the binder, so you can just keep on flipping them.
So
I
which
didn't actually know
that's
that was
like-
called. I didn't know that was called.
so which
I'm oversimplifying it, but it gets the point across.
which artisan tools do you think would be best suited for it? You can like immediately switch tools with your all-purpose tools.
That would probably be,
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, calligraphy, but it's not like Apparatus is gonna suddenly make those. They might just be basically printing them out of their arm.
Actually, roll me a cartographer's tools, and because technically thanks to your all-purpose tool, you have expertise in it. With I'm gonna say either dexterity or intelligence. Up to you.
I wonder which he's gonna go with.
Right.
Wait, what's our proficiency modifier? Is it 3?
Yeah, 3, and because you have expertise in tools because you are a goddamn artificer.
So at 28.
I think it's going up actually next level, isn't it?
Yeah, level 9 actually, level 9.
Oh, level 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you produce how many cards? By using
One for everyone.
One for everyone.
I like to imagine Apparatus just loads it up and he has a card blaster basically.
Yeah, that's actually, the mental image I had was basically it then turns into those Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual decks or dual.
Yeah, one of the Warforged had to duck. it works so well that you nearly heard one of the Warforged says, "Hey, watch it."
Wait! I want to roll a performance check.
Sure, go ahead.
Never mind, I'm not going to roll a performance check. That was a 4.
You still have advantage? Would you still have advantage with coaching or no?
No.
No, I was going to make a joke, like Wong. Or what's his name? Or Scott, doing the pull out the business card magic trick thing.
Oh yeah, from Adman and stuff.
But
yeah.
no, that's not gonna...
Yeah,
No,
I want to make it.
basically
I want to make a gift mean. Man card.
No, but basically,
My card.
basically, Apparatus is gonna draw them like I said, like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh deck card.
Okay, like,
Here, and then just a big old stack by blue.
While this is all happening, my character's gonna use her healing hands ability because I still have 6 hit points.
Oh yeah! Oh shit! Oh yeah!
So.
Oh,
yeah,
and Angelica forgot to heal you. Angelica forgot to heal you.
Can we just have it that Angelica
healed
everyone before we came to this place? Because I'm pretty sure,
Doing a patch up on
Yeah.
in the middle of the bar or not.
yeah, doing it back in the cave or at least outside the foundry.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting until here, let me just bleed all over your fucking floor here.
I would say that I came in and it was kind of like the evidence or that we're telling the truth. And then I'm just gonna sit at the bar and heal myself a little bit.
She's going to.
We're doing another stab wound as evidence thing.
Yeah, she's going to use her aura of vitality spell, and she's going to each. So I'm going to say a total of 20 times of 2d6, and on average, how many times? No, 10, 15. How long does it last?
2d6. Just play 2d6. It would be
Okay, 20d6. So 20d6. Yeah. So how many? So I'm gonna have you roll. I'm gonna have her. Gonna have roll
70.
20.
Average is 70 if you want to just do that.
And I'll just take a short rest.
Hang on a sec.
I have the parapet of wound closure.
15. Okay, 15. 24. 30.
Not really a reason to burn.
How about this? We take a short rest at the Red Hammer.
Yeah, no, I take a short rest.
Yeah, let's take a
I have
take a short rest.
the parapet of wound closure, and that doubles.
Here, yeah. A parapet is part of a
35, 44.
Fortress battle.
Whatever. I have I have that. So when I roll hit die,
7.
I double the result. So
It does that too? I thought it just made you automatically
8.
succeed on death saving throws. Nice.
no, it does the automatic, and
9.
in addition, whenever you roll hit die to regain hit points,
10. So, okay,
double
so,
the number of hit points it
9,
recovers.
13, 24, 33, 40, 49, 54, 61, 67, 78 hit points.
Yeah, that's 8 more than average.
Yeah, so,
Nice.
alright. How many...
Wait. Why are you doing so many? What is happening?
The cleric is exhausting all their spell slots to cure.
Yeah, she's just using our vitality. Smarter that way.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
I like that spell. It's a good spell.
Yeah, it's originally a paladin exclusive spell.
Yeah.
And now it goes to the cleric. So yeah, 78
Unless you're in a dream realm.
So yeah, so who wants the first 9 hit points?
I'll take the first 9 hit points from that solely because that'll put me up to max.
All right, next 4 hit points.
First you go to poor Zoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many hit points?
And
do
then
you,
yeah.
So how many of these our vitalities do you want, Zoria? Oh my god, that bird!
Yeah, I can put him in the bedroom cage if need be.
Is the cage not touched? Is the cage good?
Actually, no. It's only 10. Unless she's casting it twice. It only lasts for a minute.
She was concentrating on it up to a minute.
Yeah, that's 10 rounds. But if she's casting it twice, then that's 20.
So 20 d6.
It'll be 10d6. So
Oh, that's what. Yeah, right here it says 2d6 each round.
yeah.
They're taking 1d6 each round.
Yeah. So she's so. How many hit points were you at, Zoria? At 6 hit points, so that'll be 15 with your healing thing. So 15. So 15. 30.
I have a total. I can go up to 67 hit points.
All right. So 15, 24, 31, 24, 31, 40, 45, and 52. She grants you 52 of the hit points. And 52, 9 to you, apparatus. 7, 13, and 24. Who wants the 24?
My character is down 40 HP, so.
Oh shit! I've got one. Wait, do I? Let me check my spells real quick.
I don't know why we're healing up. I don't think we're fighting anything for one.
Because it hurts.
I was at 6.
Because when you don't think you're fighting anything, if you suddenly are, that's bad.
Yeah.
I was also I'm okay with taking a short rest because that also gives me back my key points as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're yeah. If you need more healing, I've got 2 casts left.
I'm
willing to do.
Fine. I have several. If I get my key points back, I can heal other people as well.
Yeah. So short rest, everybody.
Yeah.
I haven't actually burned all that much.
All right. How many? Okay. Let me know how many hit dice you're using and how much you're going to heal for.
It's a short rest. Can't you only use 1?
No, you can use as
No.
many.
You spend as much as
You can
you
use
want.
as many as you want, but you only get half your die
dice.
back on a long rest.
On a long rest. Yeah.
Ah. In that case, I'm going to use a hit die instead of taking the healing.
Right.
I didn't.
All right.
I
All right. So,
didn't burn anything. 22.
Angelica is going to give you Whimper 9 hit points.
Okay.
All right.
And I assume that she's
Yeah, I
going
end
to
up
give you
getting
the
more hit points for my hit die.
yeah, she's going to
from
heal you
that.
I'm going to say about half of the 39 as well. So 39 plus So it's going to be 48. You're back up to full hit points.
Hey, no word.
Yeah.
I didn't really burn anything aside from my curse.
Is the hex? Is the hex?
60.
Does the hex curse use up? It's gonna recharge us on a short rest or a long rest?
Yeah, it recharges on a short, like most of my abilities do.
Warlocks are great.
Yep, very fun.
Yeah, I
didn't
you
burn
have to go
any
to bed before you
spells.
cast again? I just need to take a power nap.
Yeah, I didn't burn any of my spell slots though, so I'm wondering if
Yeah.
I could do the forge scene while everyone's taking a quick nap.
Yeah, you're just like relaxing at the tavern. What do
Not
you want
that
to do?
forge scene.
So what do you want to? So you're taking a short rest at the Red Hammer. So what do you want to do during that short rest?
I want to forgo the short rest to go off and
Okay.
collect from the abandoned forge like I was tasked with when we started this adventure like 2 months ago.
Okay. Okay.
It's in the Cogs somewhere, and you said I do know where the location is, so do that quickly.
However, ooh, I'm thinking. Okay, now I have to pull up a module from John After Dark and make a few alterations. Because this forge, as you heard, actually has more of adamantine materials, as you've heard, than mithril. Not really useful for you though.
I'm collecting as many metals as I can.
Okay.
I got 2 bags of holding, remember? So I got this space.
However, you ever heard of one warforged, an independent contractor who's interested in reclaiming one of the forges? You've heard of a name called Squelcher. A warforged with pistons and hammers for hands.
Sounds cool.
Wait. That sounds like a character from fucking The Boys. the Wolverine parody. Sam, or whatever the fuck he shouts.
Yeah, actually, this warforged has a jackhammer attached to his arm and pistons on his back to give him a unique look. Just one arm, not 2 arms.
Still looks cool.
Yeah, so you've been looking around, looking for a Squelcher, and you do see him. The warhammer was not hard to miss.
I thought I knew where the abandoned forge was.
Well,
you run your thing. You run your thing.
Yeah, you kind of do, but you figure that someone else might know more about where it is exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wondering, should I put the party's reputation at risk by possibly stealing?
Yeah,
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, you look around and you recognize Squelcher, just in there, just like, fixing their jackhammer arm. Yeah, like make sure it's in tight. Checking the pistons on his back. Looks at you. It says,
Colonel Mittens.
"Oh,
Hello, friend.
you're Abe, right?"
Yes, and I believe you are Squelcher.
I am he.
Well, nice to meet you.
Well, I will be brief then. Over the course of a week, we evacuated a caved-in corridor connecting to an old magna forge. The entrance is sealed and intact, leading me to believe that forge is still, operational. We should head as soon as you're ready. Over there, I will open the entrance and we will clear the joint out. There, we can find some maybe some mithril, maybe some adamantine. I heard the forge mostly uses adamantine, but you never know.
I'm after whatever I can get my hands on. Or friend.
Well, we just met. Yeah, he says in irritation, which was like signified by his pistons being pumped.
Not sure why. He's upset. I just
He's
said
a
I'm after
little
whatever I
agitated,
can
like-
get for a friend.
Nobody's really that friendly, not without, something in return. Life experience.
I'm that friendly.
Roll me a persuasion check.
28.
He relaxes, the sparks from the lightning sparks on his back disappearing, pistons slowing down. Okay. You seem trustworthy. Right. Okay. I also assume that you have other businesses to attend to. Oh,
What?
I heard about the chicken. I heard about. Well, your Warforged friend over there talked about what happened. So I assume you have some businesses to wrap up then.
Yes, but they're all taking a nap. So.
All right, people, I have to go.
Right. Where would your character go, Elsif?
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, your character will be heading off to topside to get her payment.
Yeah, that works.
Alrighty. Yeah, Elisif, yeah, we're gonna take over as Elisif. Elisif turns around and says, well, gotta head out to topside, get my payment, and take my leave. See you later. And
All right, y'all have fun.
Alright, she steps out. Leaving you just the four of you.
Yeah. Okay, I got a quick question. Is this going to be like a whole thing, or is this something that I can do shortly so I don't...
It's gonna be like a whole thing. It's gonna be like a whole thing just to inform you, so,
Then I guess I'll wait till... I don't want to, I didn't think it was going to take very long. I thought it was like one scene of me getting into an abandoned building. I don't want to hog the spotlight that long.
Yeah, so anyway. Well, what about the rest of you? Whimper, Apparatus, Zoria. What were you doing during this short rest?
How do the soup bones taste?
Soup bones.
Soup bones.
To most people, it tastes kind of bony.
Uh-huh.
But to you, it tastes good.
Well, like how much meat was still on them? Were they raw? Were they cooked? Like what did they bring me? I'm eating all of it, including the bones.
Oh, the meat itself, medium rare. Not sure.
He's having chicken wing. So basically, or buffalo wings.
Yeah, buffalo. Yeah, you're basically eating the equivalent of buffalo wings. They're quite. They had the sauce. The sauce just tastes good. The soup is, well, soup. The bone.
Oh, they brought me soup also?
You said bone soup.
No, I said soup bones.
Soup bone.
Soup bones. The things that you make stock and broth out of. You boil the bones.
Oh, the bone. Oh yeah, the bones taste fine. Because there's quite a bit of meat.
I didn't know if they were going to bring me raw soup bones or if they were going to go to the soup and pluck the bones out of it. I was going to be fine either way, but I was not expecting to also get soup.
Yeah, you also get the soup. Yeah.
Does anyone else want my soup?
I'm at the soup store.
I'll take it.
We're at the brothel, the Red Lantern, which has broth.
The Red Hammer! God damn it!
I know, at this point I'm just making fun of you, but like in a friendly way.
I will take the soup.
Yeah.
I figured so.
It's like at some point it's like there's just like a bowl of broth left in front of me and I've eaten everything from inside of it, including the bones.
You were also careful not to get any fur in the soup. Crunch.
Yeah, sure, we'll say that.
Yeah.
I forgot for a second that
it's a whole thing.
You're not the owl. The owl, and I'm like, owls don't eat the bones.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Hungane is gonna head off. Heads up as well. Heads up back up to cliff top.
Owls eat the bones. They just
Yeah.
get rid of them
They
when they're
vomit
done.
them up. They don't just eat the bones, though.
That is true. They do get rid of them.
Anyway, so
Owl pellets are like weird and gross, but also very interesting.
I know, right?
That was like my favorite part of science when we
My
did
sixth
that.
grade.
Was
Yeah.
dissecting the owl.
Pellet. Well, what is it? It's called something different, I think. What is it? Is it just owl pellet, or is it something different?
It
Why-
might have a specific.
why did I
specific
call
name.
this Red Lantern? Why?
I don't know, but it was amusing.
Because lantern and hammer have the same number of like syllables. In fact, they practically rhyme. They have like the same vowel sounds.
They're half rhymes.
Yeah, and
or
you
slant
kind of
rhymes.
hear over here what I'm saying. Why do people confuse Red Hammer with Red Lantern? It doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe it's because of all the broth you serve.
Anyway, so Zoria is having the soup. Whimpers the bones. Apparatus. What are you doing?
Apparatus is gonna be taking care of Junior,
You're just like
who
me.
got the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, so you're using mending to like fix you're using mending, which kind of takes you out of the of your short rest, by the way. You guys are using.
I mean, really, if I wanted to, it would just
oh,
be.
by the way,
mechanically, what I'm doing is no different than taking away the turret and summoning it again at the end.
Okay, yeah, that works. Because I keep on forgetting that the Eldritch Cannon lasts for an hour, outside of, like, using spell slots.
Yeah, and then I get it back on a short rest.
I think it's just owl pellet.
No, I think it's long rest? Is it long rest or short rest? I forget.
I'll double check real quick.
Checking right now. Yeah, it's a long rest.
Oh. Well.
Oh,
I'm still fixing up Junior.
Yeah, that.
Junior just can't, be summoned again for a while.
Ting, ting, ting. What sort of tools are you using to fix your Eldritch Cannon? Woodcarver's tools or Smith's tools?
Both, and also printing out, band-aids with character mascots on them.
What kind of tool uses that?
I'm just making a joke about, children's band-aids.
Oh, right. Right, so,
even though the damage that Junior took was just one big old flaming punch to the face.
Yeah, so, how many...
Junior is still basically a hyperactive toddler, and so is going to get special band-aids to make the boo-boos go away.
Alright, so, how many hit points are you recovering, everybody?
Sorry.
I'm using one
again?
hit die and got all my hit points back.
Okay, you used up your... Okay, how many, are you gonna heal up, Whimper?
How much? So did I only get 9 from that one time?
9, 30... Okay, so 48. You're back up to full hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoria, what about you?
Hmm?
How many hit dice are you using to heal up?
Well, the fact that I got like 59 hit points plus the healing hands, I don't need to do hit die. I just rest to get my key points back.
Okay, you're healed up, and you're ready to head out. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, as long as
Apparatus is going
my
to
tip
the
is finished.
constabulary.
Okay, okay, where's the constabulary? I need to look up the Sharn chapter.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
it's probably
We
one
won't-
in a lot of districts.
Yeah, we've already been there.
Yeah, Sharn Watchers. There are only a couple cards in the Cogs. The closest scene
We're
will.
going to the place that we went to earlier, the day before,
Oh,
to
yeah,
talk with the police.
yeah, yesterday, yeah. Yeah, actually, a couple guards were just passing by were passing were sent to the Cogs to to arrest the assassins. They don't have an establishment up in down in the Cogs. The closest thing would be in higher up.
There's going to be at least one place we can go to in the Cogs. Otherwise, I'm going to be going to the Kenneth place down here in the Cogs first, where what's his face is.
Yeah. Who would be going with apparatus to the Kenneth forage hold?
I mean, I'd assume that I would be going with apparatus.
Whimper?
Yeah, because I'm not carrying everyone's bags of holding.
Just don't put the second bag of holding in the first.
I mean, I would.
Whimper, what about you? Do you go with the others?
What are my options?
You can go. Apparatus seems to be planning on going over to the Kenneth forage hold to talk to what was his name? I got the name. Okay, I got the name. Slogar the Kenneth. Slogar. Slogar. You don't know who that is, Whimper.
And the other options?
You can go back up to up top side to turn the evidence to the short watch, and then to cliff top to get your payment.
I guess Clifftop makes the most sense to me.
Okay, so I'm
I
going
guess since I technically have the majority of the evidence, I'll go to the constables to help turn that stuff in.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at your character sheet real quick. Apparatus, check your spell slots. Did you take a long rest instead of a short rest?
I thought we were going to be taking a long rest, so I before the session started, so I did that just out of habit.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, I'm gonna say that you can
two
stop.
first level slots and two first level slots left, and no more second level slots.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you're gonna stop by Slogar the next day, just for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
Anyway, so you head up. Okay, I'm gonna switch music again. And background. Where's the background? And here we are, back in Sharn. And before we continue on, I am going to switch music.
Did Aaron leave an hour earlier than normal?
Anyway, with this over, each of you leave black bones of the Cogs for now, finding an elevator to carry it back above. You recognize the human attendant after he double-checks the lift's conditions of the ropes and pulleys. Oh.
I would stay
Hello.
down there and do a thing.
Oh, hello, he says. Are you ready to head back to the upper wards?
For now.
With your answer, as you enter inside, he pulls the lever at his control point, and the cage begins to ascend. Please keep your arms inside the cabin. Even as we are ascending, do not stare too deeply into the darkness. You never know what will stare back at you, he intones, almost jokingly with the last sentence. Soon, the thrones of people thicken.
It was me last time.
Yeah, soon, the thrones of people thicken, and the lights from the ever-bright lanterns becomes more and more common. Finally, you have reached your destination, the familiar sights of towers, the blue sky, and the clouds beneath a floating island of more towers. Presumably, you're at the cliff-top district. There's going to be a short, a Sharn Watch outpost there, so... Actually, speaking of which, let me check the Sharn chapter for Cliffside. Yes! there is at the cliffside.
No. Sorry.
Yeah. Cliff top. You're back at Clifftop District. The Shrine Watch is at Dagger Watch. It's a fortress district. Where would you like to go?
I mean, we're going to the constable and the cliff top, so
Yeah, since well, wait, I thought you were going to be going with me to the Kenneth place.
I realized that I had the majority of the evidence, so I'd probably go up to the constabulary.
You
Well,
stop.
the reason why I did constabulary first and then the Kenneth place in my head, because I thought that the watch place was closer.
Yeah. So where do you
Because
want to
last
head?
time we stopped there before the Kenneth place, so I figured that place was closer.
Yeah.
to
So
Red
you're gonna
Hammer.
like go back to Clifftop and then go back down to the Shrine Forge hold in the Cogs.
I would rather not spend 2 hours in a fucking elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So why don't we finish up down here and then go up?
Yeah, that's
okay. So
what I was getting at.
by the way, apparatus, you still have your arena of spells restoration, right? Your
So we have
What?
two.
you have your signet ring that lets you recharge a expended spell slot, right? Just want to make sure.
Oh yeah.
So do you want to switch? Do you want to switch 2 minutes with like say the signet ring for say I don't know.
So
Oh,
if
right,
you-
damn it.
when the
To report the
DM
campaign.
decides to ask us about doing extra stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna so Zoria. So do you go up top side?
I mean, if it was Kenneth and then constabulary or a guard post, I would stay and finish what's down there and then bring up the evidence.
Okay. So I'm gonna like
So I don't have to go up top side and then back under.
Yeah,
the
that's
top.
yeah. I should have read through. My apologies. Yeah. So apparatus. Do you like attune to different items? You have like the signet ring, thanks to the infusion. Apparatus. Cole.
Sorry. What was that? I was trying to check my items.
Yeah. During your short rest, would you like to attune to a different item?
What other items do I have to attune to?
So we
Your
have.
signet ring.
I thought I was already attuned to that.
No, you were attuned to the slippers of spider climbing, an all-purpose tool +1, and your staff.
Oh yeah. I'll deattune, whatever.
Unattuned.
Unattune to the slippers.
And attuned to signet ring. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah. I had or not on the sheet, but we can talk about that after the session.
Yeah. So basically,
I just had this mental image: the slippers of spider climbing, just like your standard like bunny slippers or slippers with a little bow on it, but it's a spider instead.
you're not far off.
It's not too far from the actual picture.
Yeah.
Oh whoa!
I think they're purple and they got a spider web.
Yeah.
With purple soles. Yeah. So
They're purple house slippers and they've got a spider web pattern on them. If I remember the item correctly.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
So you
that's
switch to-
what they look like.
So you switch attunements from the slippers to the signet ring, right?
Oh my gosh, that is great! I'm looking at the image now.
Yeah. So just to clarify, do you switch your attunements from the slippers to the ring?
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh my god, they almost look like Crocs.
yeah. Croc slippers. Crocs the spider climbing. Anyway, so you use up your first.
Excuse you.
Yes, it's still the same day as the day's getting late as you head on over to the cliff top. not clifftop. To the Kenneth Forge holders.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again with the description
No.
as a bit of retcon. So, who else is heading to the Forge Road with apparatus? So,
Sorry,
So yeah, who else? And because Soria has never been to the because Soria has never been to the to this part, I'm gonna read the description to her and maybe to Whimper if Whimper is going with the others as well.
Suria's been here. She was with us when we talked to the Kenneth dude.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't? I thought she was.
Yeah, Whimper wasn't there as well, so... House Candace's interests in this district are spread throughout the various foundries and workhouses. And the Forge Road of Blackbones is small, but luxurious. A silent, grim, warforged guards an open door, beyond which is visible inside a small atrium. A young woman wearing the livery of the house studies a sheaf of parchment within. At first, you recognize her as Morla. She looks at you. Oh, welcome back. I assume your investigation. I've heard about what happened with the investigation. Poor thing.
I'm kind of curious how Slogger took it.
Is Abe with apparatus?
Yeah, I said I'd probably tag along since my only objective so far is the Band Forge, but that sounds like it's a mini adventure on its own, so that's gonna have to sit in the back burner.
Okay. Alright, so she's referring to you, Warforged, and she has never met you before, Zoria.
Sorry. It's nice to meet you. I'm Zoria Riston. How are you doing?
It's been an eventful day or two. That much is certain. And Slogar is very irritant.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Gizmo pulling out Nathan's headphones. Just so easily. the look on his face of...
Yeah, so...
Just staring.
Speaking...
The birds don't want me to have earbuds in.
And speaking of Slogar...
Don't whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
Yeah, speaking of Slogar...
He does that to me every so often.
Although I can set up an appointment with... arrange an appointment with Slogar, he would... I assume that he would be eager to hear of your results.
Is it the same receptionist who let us in last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good, we didn't get her fired.
I mean, we kind of browbeat Mr. Kenneth to the point where he had no choice but to go along with things and not fuck with the secretary.
Right. She basically leads you to his lab, like, you know, what is new of a cannon forge, you know, apparatuses, tools, and the like, potions, bubbling, and you do, and Zoria, you see, what were like. There were once warforged bodies on each of the slabs. Some of the slabs were gone. No, not the slabs. Some of the bodies were gone. They're gone.
From here?
Yeah, the warforged bodies are gone. Probably disposed of. You never know.
I mean, I've never been here before, but
I'm also clarifying this to apparatus.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you see Slogar. Small stature, gray and silver running through his dark goatee, and dressed in the same rich dark blue robes, with the cannon seal on a chain around his neck. And he kind of like sighs, turns around and says, "Yes, you're back."
Hey, you slugger. How you doing?
No, you've just been overworking yourself to exhaustion, and we're a fucking hallucination. I'm sorry, no, apparatus would not say fucking, and we're a hallucination. Abe, is that how you do the joke?
Close enough, my friend. Close enough.
It's nice to know that you have developed. It's nice to know that you have developed a sense of humor.
I've always had a sense of humor. I just didn't know how to tell jokes. And y'all, apparatus' tone is also mildly hostile with that joke.
Are you being serious? Because I think you still need to work on jokes. Or your presentation of the jokes.
Okay.
But it's in the right direction.
Apparatus doesn't say it out loud, but Abe here's a thought. I was mainly mocking him because he's nowhere near a hard worker as he thinks he is.
Apparatus needs to take some lessons from House Orion on joke telling. They are masters of delivery.
Or
Yeah.
Some deadpan delivery jokes are pretty good.
That was good. I was gonna say or Fiarlan because they do troop stuff and comedy shows and shit. And then fucking that pun though with House Orion was great.
I tried.
Yeah. So, as Logar would ask, so how did your investigation go?
We
I'd say
found
pretty
the
good, right? I say solving it's pretty good.
solving it, but it was a very unfortunate ending.
What happened?
Yeah.
It was copper.
Yeah.
Just as I
I'm
thought.
still assuming that he was brainwashed.
No, you goddamn didn't, bitch.
Let me
As once again,
allow me to
apparatus
explain.
who is starting to discover tact.
He was an
Doesn't
experiment.
actually say that.
He
Well,
was.
yeah, he was, but like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem like him to do something like this.
Allow me to clarify. He was an experiment. It started out as an experiment, built to gather remains from the battlefield and use them to prepare the living. But something happened during the war. Something that took time to come to the surface. I had ideas what Copper was doing, so I was curious as to where this would go. Many in the house would not approve of this. Not even Merrick's. But
And that's why you didn't tell us about copper beforehand.
Okay. Now,
Three
Abe's
lives
loading a
could have
shotgun.
been- 3 lives could have been saved had you
Probably
just been
more if
honest
he-
with us. Well, no, because 3 people have died since we last met.
Fights. It's okay. We're not going
And while apparatus, even if they could cry, would not be shedding any tear for the paladin that died. The other 2, however.
he continues
well,
as
technically we
he
did manage
grabs
to save
what
2
appears to be a
lives.
flask, like a metal flask. Well,
So you're saying you knew this the whole time? You had a good suspicion on who the killer was, what was happening, and you didn't investigate it at all.
no, I was curious to see where this would lead. And now it was considered a failure. Well,
I cast web. Oh wait, no shit. I don't have a wand of web. Shit, never mind.
Right.
That's my other characters.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm out of 2nd level spell slots.
Well, you have your signature ring. Remember?
Yeah, but didn't it have
Can
a
you
different
claim
spell?
first?
Oh,
Even?
yes, right. No,
Second?
the ring of spell string was something else. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Well,
Can I
all
cause?
things
I want to
considered?
cast cause fear on him.
and he kind of looks at you with this.
I don't got
I
anything.
don't have time for this. He starts drinking through the flask, and he turns invisible.
Oh no, I'm arresting him.
Oh, he still turns invisible, and you have see. And if I look at your character sheet correctly, you have see invisibility. Yes.
Also, if he's within 10 feet, I can see him still.
Blind
sight. Blind sight. Ha! I'm grappling him right now.
He kind of like starts running, like shit, and kind of like smart like mouths shit as like tries to run like how the 12th Doctor runs like straight to his back.
Also, if he opens a door, it ends invisibility, which I always thought was weird. Like, I get that it was supposed to limit, make the spell not ridiculously overpowered, but it's like, why is it that like sitting on a chair does not, or standing up from a chair or whatever, and invisibility, but turning a doorknob does? Actually, considering when doorknobs were invented.
Let me.
Okay.
All right, let me find the conversion notes for this module. Why is it in a different window? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna roll his strength check.
What's the name of my ring? What's the name of my ring?
You gotta beat a 24.
Odds are he's not gonna succeed.
I got a nat 20 on my grapple check. He is not going anywhere.
I'm confused. Why do you think that opening a door ends invisibility?
Interact with an object.
Yep.
It's just
invisibility ends on interacting with object.
5.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It only ends if you make an attack or cast a spell.
Oh, okay, that's me then. Because in all previous editions, opening a door ended invisibility.
Yeah.
I don't think you're correct, but I don't have an older edition book with me to check.
So, wait, can blind sight see invisible? That's true sight.
Yeah. No, blind sight can catch people with it. It doesn't. It catches invisible creatures within range.
I need to look it up.
That's why I took it. That's why I took it.
What's the name of the ring that I've got, by the way?
The Venus Spell Storing.
See, anything that isn't behind total cover.
Yeah, Venus Spell Storing, and
you can see an invisible creature within that range, unless the creature successfully hides from you.
That's
you want to hear something funny that sounds wrong? Glass counts as total cover.
I know, right?
It's not concealment, but it is covered. More specifically,
blind sight is a special sense.
Blind sight.
Blind sight is a special sense. Okay, so, all right, so
I guess that means that blind sight is also based on alpha particles, because glass stops alpha particles.
Yep.
So Abe, you kind of like get a sense of where he is. You listen to the footsteps, and you grabbed him by the collar.
Yep.
And he kind of like
I'm sending him to the floor.
Wham! You send it to the floor. I says, hooligans.
How about murderer for you?
Sorry, what did you say, Abe?
How about murderer for you?
And then apparatus, technically, it's not murder. However, it is
murder by negligence.
It is depraved indifference. It is, shit. Trying to remember the actual laws for that.
Is this the dude we were talking to?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really exhausted.
Yeah.
I completely missed that exchange, but I'm catching up now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're arresting him because 3 more. Just since talking to him last, 3 more people died.
Yeah, he knew what was going on.
And he could have stopped it at any time. Well, maybe not have stopped it on his own, but he could have done something to make it so that Copper was caught a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I definitely would have assisted with anything if I could.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage, Abe. Why not?
I mean, I got a nat 20, so I can't really go any higher.
True. Right.
So you and Zoria, but so 2 Abe, nat 20.
So Abe and Zoria were like on top of him, like pinning him down.
Yeah, 16. That's not bad. But yeah, no, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, if he's on the ground, like I have my knee on his shoulder blade, so I'm like pinning him to the ground.
I want to use my Ring of Spell Storing to hit him with web, and like just focus it all into a 5 5-foot square.
That's not how the spell works.
We did that
I
for
just
the
want to
mooks
Spider-Man the
earlier.
crook. I want
We
to
did that
Spider-Man
with
the
the
crook.
mooks earlier.
Yeah,
Well, I will say,
We can just jump ahead, say he shrunk the area down all the way.
all right. You
Just
kinda,
find him.
and he turns visible because he speaks and it's like, shit.
So now it looks like there's an empty cocoon.
You're gonna use
He
web.
I like that he went invisible, and then I immediately floored him while he ran past.
I'm also very mad at him because it basically, like, if he was contributing to why Copper did what he did, my character is very mad at him.
And he kind of like says nothing, just. He's going to try to say something else. What do you do? Is he covered in the cocoon?
Yeah.
I'm taking, regardless of him being in the cocoon of web, I'm going to take my rope and tie it around him so he can't get away.
So the secretary and the warforged guards come in, and she was like, "What's going on? Why are you doing this to him?"
Because he's the reason why Copper did what he did.
What?
And he could have helped stop it at any time and did not.
Oh.
He knew it was Copper. And since the last time we spoke to him, 3 people have died. I will not shed tears
down
for
further
Black,
onto his
Black
shoulder
Steel,
blade. I'm.
And why do you have him in a cocoon? Is it why are you all like wrapped up in web? Is that a little overkill?
No. Just
he tried to
extra,
escape the invisibility. We don't know what else he's got.
All right. You also found that before.
I'm gonna pick him up and put him on one of the gurneys.
We're fine.
Yeah, you also noticed that
we're gonna wheel him. We're gonna wheel him out.
You don't have a wheel. Oh, you don't have a gurney. But she can.
We're in a room full of slabs and gurneys.
Okay, you grab
There's
one.
at least a cart somewhere.
Whimper, are you with the others?
All right, I went to Clifftop.
Okay, so
we're gonna pull him around in a red wagon.
All right, so
which is not the first time we've done that in one of your campaigns. Web someone up and put them in a cart, or a red wagon. Last time we did that, we also basically duct taped all my weapons to the bottom of the wagon to get it through. Get them through.
I remember that.
What are you gonna do? You're unarmed. Watch this. Mage armor pulls out a magical fey weapon. You want to fucking try that again?
Yeah. So anyway, where would you bring Slogarth? Slogath.
Well, we're gonna take him up to the upper wards.
Yeah. Okay. So all the same thing happens, and the
everyone in the elevator just giving us a side eye.
Yes. Yeah. The attendant. Like the attendant also gets a side eye after he says his claim. As a bit of a retcon.
Be careful not to look at the abyss because it might stare out. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, kind of. Like, what are you doing? Why is?
Welcome back, friends. Are you what?
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you carrying someone all webbed up? What's going on?
He's been placed under arrest.
That's who?
For once again, apparatus does the Nicolas Cage look from the massive weight of unbearable talent.
What did this person do to what?
Withheld information that could have saved lives.
Okay,
that led to the deaths of everyone that died minus 1 people.
Okay.
Because he couldn't have known that Copper would start killing.
But he said he knew something was wrong during the war with copper.
Yeah, didn't do anything, and then once copper started killing, because he said that he figured it out from the beginning. He didn't just do nothing. He let it happen. He wanted to see what would happen. That's what he said.
He's just as responsible as copper is.
And most likely, based on the laws that were done, while what he did to copper in the first place probably was not a war crime, what he continued to do definitely was, based on the new laws that were set
the Treaty of Thronehold.
2 years after. Yeah, the Treaty of Thronehold. So under the Treaty of Thronehold, we are basically doing a citizen's arrest, and if there's any sentinel, or not sentinel, what are the
Sentinel marshals?
Sentinel.
Thank you, sentinel marshals. In the area, in the Cogs where we arrested him, I would like to also basically, got your assistance to.
Yeah. So all this happens, and the attendant and other people were giving you side eyes because you're carrying a person covered in webs
and gagged.
Yeah.
Tied up in
He's a wizard. If he's a wizard, we're not getting him an inch.
He's more of an artificer, but yes.
Artificer spells require.
This is such a strange chart of events, by the way.
He is a moderate-ranking Canith member. Eberron is not going to have web mouth shut. Just standing.
So you're back up to Clifftop. Clifftop. Okay, back to the present. You're back up to Clifftop with the Kenneth with the Kenneth guy and covered in webs.
How long does invisibility last?
What?
How long does invisibility last?
An hour.
He drank the web. He drank the potion of invisibility. He tried to do something, and the invisibility ends early.
Oh no! If someone body checks you to the floor, I don't think that ends invisibility.
Not unless you take damage. I think
even damage doesn't end invisibility.
No,
you can jump into a pool of lava and still be invisible.
You just need to make that concentration check.
Yeah, I mean concentration checks notwithstanding.
Yeah, and you're carrying an invisible guy in covered in webs, and people are giving you strange looks.
So empty cocoon and like a floating empty cocoon with rope, and then like floating strip of cloth in a circle.
Everybody's just giving you strange looks as you make your way to one of the short watches.
And now for my next magical trick, I'll make an unconscious person appear out of thin air. Wham! Invisibility ends.
Yeah, like I smack him. Wham!
No, not for real.
Aww,
just
but
the
I
mental
want
image of that. Apparatus won't, because there will be extra repercussions for them. You can.
Yeah. So do you
maybe a light slap instead of a mud punch?
Yeah. So you make your way over to Dagger Watch.
Sometimes I just can't control my strength.
Oh god,
I slowly look at him with an evil eye.
Yeah, potion invisibility. It's just the effect ends early. Yeah. It also doesn't say you have to have concentration. That's the spell. No. You just the potion invisibility gives you the invisibility status.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to concentrate.
As long as you don't attack or
cast a
spell, you are invisible.
Like I figured the potion didn't make you have to concentrate on it, but I decided to go check up on like official rulings because the wording is always weird. 5e was worded poorly.
I think that was done on purpose.
Yeah, that's my take as well.
To create hours of arguments so people don't actually play.
Well, to give DMs more leeway for how they want things to work.
Page 7 of the player's handbook already gives the DMs that leeway.
I know, but they have to reinforce layers and shit. Or maybe they did it just to piss off rules lawyers.
I mean, that's what I think. I think they did it to piss people off.
Yeah, so you make your way over to the Dagger Watch, full of garrisons and with strong watch, and every guard in the vicinity just like stares at you, wondering what the hell you're doing with carry something invisible with a cloth.
Actually, no, he would have become visible again on the elevator ride.
Yeah, everybody's just like staring. He's like, "Is that Slogoth? Is that one of the cannons? What are they doing?" And some of the guards approach you. Halt! What are you doing?
I explained to them. I introduced myself, Zoria Riston. We were finding out why Warforged were dying.
Oh,
and
Riston?
During
1-16 families?
Yes, during the investigation, me and my comrades, and I motioned to the people with me, found the culprit, and then we came back to the gentleman, and I motioned to the dude tied up, and he admitted that he knew that something was wrong, and continued to let it happen. And during that, because he didn't do anything about it, several Warforged died, and unnecessarily.
Well, based on the number of limbs we've got, it was probably a couple dozen.
Yeah, a couple dozen.
And the guards were like, "You did what now? You did what with the limbs?"
We didn't do.
No, okay. Based on them, because the limbs in the trap are they were part of that trap,
or they were used by the Ravid.
Yeah.
Creatures. Plus the number of limbs from the monstrosity, the Frankensteinian monstrosity, and some of the limbs that were recovered from various murder scenes that Copper had to leave early because he was about to get caught, because some of the scenes, the detached limbs were still there, according to...
we collected some of the limbs because they were evidence.
Okay,
my bag of holding is almost completely limbs, and bags of holding can hold 500 pounds, so that's a lot of limbs.
Yeah.
That includes your Oracle of War, by the way.
And how much is the Oracle of War? How much does it weigh?
200 pounds.
200 still 300 pounds.
Still
300 pounds of limbs is still a lot.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Alright, just bring it over to one of our lieutenants, and he'll... Okay, body parts. Lots of body parts. Warforged body parts were still, it's dwarf saying this is like...
During that short rest, it is all... apparatus cataloged everything.
Okay, and you give them the catalog.
So now there's a binder full of
just everything we have info wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's with an hour. I'm gonna say that apparatus made 2 copies.
Yeah.
Yeah. One we keep.
One of the guards, a woman with olive skin. It's just like, what the. That's just this bewildered looks like I have never heard of anything like this.
I before handing over the Kenneth dude, I'm gonna look at the person in charge and say, as one of the noble families, I don't care if he's a Dragon Martin member or not. He needs to be dealt with accordingly.
He kind
not only that, but there are specific provisions in the Treaty of Thornhold for monsters like this. King Boronel is going to hear this, and most of Brayland does not get involved with Sharn, despite the fact that Sharn is the largest city in Brayland, larger than even Rote. But when it comes to Treaty of Thornhold violations, King Boronel gets involved, because he was one of the writers. He was one of the people who drafted it. one of the primary people.
And as you recall, even though that you have met Merrick's not under ideal conditions because of assassination attempt on a friend of Elsif, you know that Merrick's will be really pissed off about this.
Yep.
I just out of character. I just want my character just wants to make sure that she, as a noble, wants this dealt with accordingly. And regardless if he is a Dragon Mark member or not.
Well, he's well connected, so it's likely that he'll make bribes, but we'll do what we can. Not all of us are, corrupt bastards.
I'm not saying you are. I am just letting you know.
Got it.
Make other spells real quick.
Got it.
Lock him in a cell at the.
Lock him in a cell. Got it.
And give it to someone important. Give it to someone who, give the only key to someone who has the integrity for it.
The other guards nodded. Look, this one male, bit on the slender side. Okay, and you hand over slow guard to him, to the guards.
Yeah, I'll hand him over.
And before you part ways with the guards, slow guard turns to you, Arise, with an accusing look, and says, "Merrick will hear this."
Yeah, he will.
That's part of the point, idiot.
You will be in a lot of trouble for it.
Yeah, and like I said, even though that Merrick hasn't been doing something bad lately, this is something that even he won't do. This is what you have known about Merrick's apparatus.
Yeah.
The current Merrick's, just to be clear. So
wait, is Merrick's a body jumper?
What? No.
Maybe
it's like title.
I have no evidence that he's not.
Wait. Yeah. There's two people. Merrick's the senior, like his grandfather, and there's the other Merrick's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just like Caius the First and Caius the Third.
Totally.
They're totally not the same person.
Do you know what I find fucking funny? So, in Eberron, the lawful good Queen of Ondare and the lawful evil King of
Karnath.
Thank you, Karnath. Their behavior is the fucking opposite when it comes to
their
intentions and
actions. Their actions.
Yeah. So, King Caius, he wants to prevent further war at any cost, despite the fact that Karnath was heading out to be very much on top in the last war.
Alongside Breland, I think.
Yeah, along with Breland. But King Caius will do everything he can, or does everything he can to make sure that there's to reduce the threat of future war. He's been taking out a shit ton of war criminals, making sure that they get trialed and stuff, including war criminals from Karnath. Whereas the Queen of Ondare, who's lawful good, wants to start a new war so she could conquer Corvair.
Well, yeah, but the difference is Queen Arala genuinely believes that all of Corvair will be better off underneath her rule. So she wants to start a just war to be able to bring everybody under a realm and time of peace, whereas Caius will do anything to maintain the peace. Anything. Even if it means committing heinous crimes.
I know, it's horrible.
King Caius also wants to reduce civilian deaths as much as possible. That is one reason why he agreed with the blood using undead for soldiers.
As much as possible.
King Aurelia enjoys war crimes.
That's a hard take that you don't have any backup for. Does she enjoy them? That's different.
But regardless.
Yeah, so anyway,
we're going to move on.
Ondare did a lot of really horrific shit to a lot of civilians.
And Breland and other
a lot
nations.
Of which involved fire. No, I mean, Aurelia, most of her war crimes were against the people that would become of what would become the Elding Reaches. Because she wanted them all wiped out.
or at least have, or at least as far as you know, only once the Elding reaches back to undead.
Yeah. She was basically like, if I can't have the Elding reaches, then they will all burn.
I don't know what your canon source on this is.
It's stuff I was looking at the Elding reaches years ago, and I was making a character from it.
I mean, that's could be some person's interpretation of it.
It could be someone. It could be someone.
So-
I don't remember that being written in any of the official books.
That's
so
true.
anyway,
So
they take the dude away.
and do you make your way back to Clifftop?
I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
You
Our
make
report
you.
just got bigger.
Alright, you make your way to the Clifftop Adventurers Guild, soon entering the Grand Halls. As you approach Laura's office for payment and possibly your next assignment, you see a woman bearing the mark of detection leaning against the wall. She has a youthful face, her dark hair cropped in a curled bun. Apparatus, Abe, you recognize this woman as Antonia de Matani. She's been looking into as you last saw her, she has been looking into connections between Merrick's and the Swords of Liberty.
What are the Swords of Liberty again?
Swords of Liberty are this group this terrorist group that go ahead and roll me a. Did you have you rolled a history check? Swords of Liberty. They're an all-out band of freedom fighters. They call themselves freedom fighters of Berlin, who orchestrate acts of violence aimed at reigniting the last war and overthrowing monarchies around the Corvair. People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember you telling us this stuff.
Yeah. So, as you recall, many people in Berlin and in other nations want to have democracy. Want democracy, but they don't like.
Most of the ones that want democracy in Breland are at least waiting until King Boronel is no longer king. Just like how in England there were a lot of the groups that wanted to abolish the monarchy wanted to do it after Queen Elizabeth II died.
Yeah, so
We're waiting for her to die first, because King Boronel is effectively universally admired and respected. His children are all a bunch of dipshits.
basically, and
Which makes it even a lot of those that want the monarchy are like, we don't want
Not
his
these
kids
guys.
in charge. Not a one of them has shown to any significant leadership capabilities. They're all fucking around like King Boronel did when he was younger, but at least King Boronel also knew how to be a leader anyway.
and she looks up to you and says, "Oh, hey, you're here." She says, she stands up, stands up and approaches you. I got some info, and I managed to confirm some things about Merrick's. He looks towards you, Apparatus. I'm sorry, Appy. But, yeah, so it seems like... So I know a couple people, and they have helped me look into the matter with this, embassy from, Terrain. They're not actually from Terrain. They're members of the Swords of Liberty in disguise. And we have uncovered that Merrick's was selling shipments of experimental weapons, by the sounds of it, to the Swords of Liberties. This is bad news.
We're on a streak of cleaning up bad news, so what you got?
There's this airship, the Porton Keen, has Lyandar's newest airship that boasts some new defense systems and the safest passport for precious cargo. That's where this type of cargo. That's where these experimental weapons and other things will be made as cargo. I assume others would be interested in this cargo should word spread out. The ship will be leaving in a few days. And out of character today, I believe, yeah. So you start your investigation on the 18th of Erie. It is now the 19th, and she says Alright, let me check the timeline. I put down the timeline for a reason.
Do we got like a week?
We got about 5. It's going to depart in about 5 days. 6 days. Here's the strangest thing. Here is the strangest thing. It has been commissioned by to take the ship to take something to Warrot, but that's all I know. The shipping manifesto is blank. That's a bit of a risk and a hell of a gamble, if you ask me.
It's also super fucking illegal and shady as fuck.
Indeed.
But without the fuck words, because again, apparatus doesn't swear that often as much, at least nowhere near as much as I swear. I mean, hell, the first time he said fuck was motherfucker to the thing that punched Junior.
Yeah, yeah,
right there.
Yeah, so
you want us to engage in some good old-fashioned piratey action?
Heist would be more accurate.
It's on a boat. We're gonna be pirates. Well, you guys get to join being pirates. I get to go back to it.
Oh, I didn't realize that you had some experience in piracy.
No, he's from the Lazar Principalities and dresses like Captain Blackbeard. What the fuck do you think?
Oh, right. Are you seeing this in character or out of character?
Out of character. I mean, he walks around and, fucking da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, just plays in his head constantly.
And, oh, right. I take you for Leander with that. She kind of like gestures at your coat.
No, the Lazar Principalities.
The Lazar Principalities? Kind of like the half elf just like gestures at you with the, at the coat.
Actually, don't know. I'm just gonna go with yeah. And this is right up my alley because it's good. It's good piracy.
We're not pirates. We're privateers.
Okay. And
that name never stuck among my crew.
Yeah, if you return to me with information about the cargo and anything else about Merrick's, I'll be sure to reward you with some magical rings, courtesy of House Madati themselves.
I mean, we're probably gonna have a chat with him in like a day.
Your phone's in the bathroom.
All right. Oh.
So,
Rose, you missed out. I think you missed.
What?
Did you miss out on anything?
I think she said your phone's in the bathroom, so nobody left.
Okay, so Zoria, Abe, and Apparatus heard about all of this. I assume Whimper has heard about it as well as he leaves the Aurora's office. Whimper, you get about 300 gold for your efforts.
Yay.
Oh, hey, man.
And says, I'll be in touch before the ship parts.
We just arrested a leader of Fast Cannon.
Yeah.
At least a high rank guy. He tried
There's-
to go invisible, but I body checked him to the ground.
There's hope for you. And I'll be in touch, she says. I'll have to let Elsif know. Where is she? House Galandar, I assume? Yeah, most likely.
Going back up.
And she walks away.
Right.
And Whimper, you came in right as the House Madani Inquisitive just left.
Right.
And you kind of like see the others just like standing around, probably mulling over what they've learned. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to clarify that out of character. I forgot to clarify that Aiden has been with you the past several sessions, because in universe he had house duties with House Darask. That was some loud.
Trey's been busy.
Yeah, Andrea. Yeah, so Antonia leaves, and you enter, and the rest of you enter Laura's office.
Yeah, I do.
All right, you enter Laura's office. She kind of like relaxes in her chair, looks at you, papers scatter over her desk. She looks at you and says,
"Excuse you." Sorry, my bird just... You literally took a pretzel out of my mouth.
Okay, so
what's ours is mine, and what's yours is mine too.
and Laura's
Give me
like,
that pretzel.
"Oh, look, the rest of the circus is here. What can well, Whimper. So did Whimper? So out of character. So did Whimper told Laura what happened? At least from his perspective. So before you went in, Whimper, you enter Laura's office.
Yeah.
And Laura looks up to you and says, here's the note boy. And she kind of like relaxes, like, she like smirks. Bit of a joke myself. Don't worry about it. How it goes with that investigation? She's talking to you, Whimper.
I'm sorry. I asked you a question in Discord a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
How much longer is the game going to be?
Not very long.
Okay. Okay. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
So what do you say to Laura about how she says in character how it goes with your investigation?
Hey, Gortsky.
What am I investigating? I don't think we ever discussed this in character, out of character.
You were investigating like looking. I see. Well, you went into the Cogs with Zoria and the others, so you were looking into the warforged murders.
Well, I wasn't originally. I just ran into them and then helped them.
Well,
generally, I'm just on the eye, keeping my nose out for fiends, like always.
So you, as you do.
Copper was a fiend. Copper was the fiend of a more mundane nature.
Do you say this as you answer?
What?
We don't enter till Whimper comes out.
Well,
yeah, this conversation's got to finish first.
Yeah.
So.
Oh! I thought you said that out of character. I thought you were saying, Whimper's just keeping his nose out for fiends.
So.
And I was commenting out of character on that.
So the one I have to ask. So did you find? Did your friend? Did you and your friends find anything? Who was responsible for the murders? Nathan, are you there?
Yeah. Sorry, I keep on thinking that somebody else is being asked those questions.
No, it's all you.
I don't know much about murders, but there was a bunch of moving things, hitting people, a one-armed snake, demon, dragon thing.
Yes.
And a really big warforged.
A plague?
And a normal-sized one, too.
Okay, were these warforged responsible?
I don't know. Investigation's not always my thing.
Unless they were just standing in fiery webs, I would say not. How about them?
Well, you did your. Well, I assume well, I'm gonna assume that your friends will explain. Here's 300 gold. Okay, the 300 gold has already been added, and then. Yeah.
Wait, are we all getting 300 or just Whimper?
Whimper for the moment because he wasn't there with you at the Kenneth Forge Hold.
Okay.
Excuse you.
Right.
Go for now.
The rest of you enter soon after, just after Whimper leaves.
Yeah, I
and he probably comes back in because I was guessing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and Laura says. So, Whimper says something about warforged?
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of them down there.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of them down there, don't you know?
Well, I know there's warforged in the Cogs. In Blackbone. What did you find?
I tell her.
Oh. So let me get this straight. So a warforged named Copper, exploited the fear of shotgun irons, and an Anacath era was involved.
Yeah.
Wow. Quick question: did you guys just hear the conversation that I just had? Because I thought I muted my mic, and then I went to go check it, and it was not muted. Oh, okay. So I didn't mute it correctly then. Okay.
Okay. So
I was gonna say what conversation?
Okay. Good.
And she
I'm still getting used to this new headset.
and then she asked
Yep.
with a tilt, and you had him arrested, right? You're kind of there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well then,
May have been a couple of body checks in there.
Yeah. And
Wait. Okay, stop me if I heard this one before. You stuffed bodies in your bags of holding, didn't you?
I mean, the dead
No,
ones.
we absolutely did not. We stored a body and body parts.
Lots of body
Only
parts.
one body.
And she's like scoffs, raises her hand. Well, semantics. Anyway, now that you have gone above and beyond the Call of Duty, I'm gonna grant you a little bit extra. How does... And not only do you get your full payment, you're also gonna get an extra 150 gold for your efforts. For the rest of you. So
Nice.
450 gold total
Sounds cool.
for the each of you.
Down to my character sheet and I'm getting my monies. La la la. That'll get me a lot of vials. I've got a creation forge, but just for vials of acid.
Dude, you're not even eating it. You're just destroying it.
And yeah, Antonia has informed me of her findings with mirrors and the Sword of Liberty, which sounds pretty bad. So you should get ready up. Yeah, you should
Could
ready
you
up.
answer where that is?
Oh, the ship.
Yeah, where's that taken off from?
Good
If
question.
it takes off from here, that's going to be very useful. Because where it takes off from is kind of important. If we can't
Let
get
me
out
take
of
a
here.
look. It doesn't say. Let me take a look.
It's probably the Charmed Harbor.
Yeah, not John Harbor, but the place where airships commonly go.
Oh, it's an airship?
Yeah, airship.
Sorry, I
They
thought
could still
you
call them
said
harbor.
ship,
Antonia-
so I was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's like a,
Antonia,
it's some kind of a port
yeah, Antonia
for
says that you'll be,
airships, so we
should.
should call it a skydock.
Yeah, Skydock.
Oh,
One of
yeah,
some of the Skydocks in either
sounds
the Dragon
cooler.
Tower
That's
or
how
the
you-
backdrop of Cliffside.
That's what I'm trying to get you to think.
Okay, so here in town
Yeah, here in
is
town.
where it's picking it up from.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
here in town.
Well, I don't know about all you guys, but I'm heading back down to the Cogs.
so how much are we getting again?
450.
50.
Nice. Uh-huh.
Because he went above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah, arresting
That's right,
an
we went-
official.
We went with Modern Warfare. Oh wait, no, that's still Call of Duty. Medal of Honor. There we go.
Yeah, I'll well, if I could find some medals, I'll be sure to pin out some on you.
That was an out of character joke about video games, Connor.
I know. So anyway, unless you got something else to do, you should ready up. And Abe, you mentioned that you're going back to the Cogs.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyone want to go to an old forge that is possibly dangerous?
Ooh,
Apparatus
that
will go.
sounds fun. I'll go.
Whimper.
Are there any fiends there?
Maybe.
There might be a couple ghosts. It is a magma
come on,
forge, so
Whimper.
there could be an
You
ember tree
had
chilling in lava.
fun, and there was no demons.
Yes, which was quite a disappointment.
I know, but
I
you
mean,
still had
it is
fun.
an old magma forge, so there could be some, I don't know, like an imp in a hot tub.
Oh. Good luck to you then. Yeah, I do remember seeing a note by a Squelcher on the board.
Yep. That would be who's leading this.
Gotcha.
He wants
So-
to get the place up and running.
You four be careful, okay?
We will.
When are we not careful?
A lot, actually.
I mean, I always try to be careful. It doesn't mean that I am, but I do try.
Says the frequently exhausted and unconscious monk. See, that's the thing. There's a difference between trying to be careful and succeeding at that.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. I always try to be careful. I don't always succeed, but I do try.
Well, I'll meet you guys at the bottom. Time to go jump off the side of the building.
Now, you're going to jump off the side of a building?
Well, side of the city.
Woo! Alright, you head out, back into the Cogs once more. And that is where we're going to end our session for today. How was it, everybody?
It was good. I need to go make some lunch for the kiddos. So
Yeah, I hope you all had fun, everybody.
Yep.
How was it, Nathan?
y'all have
It
a
was
good
good.
day.
Yeah, good way to wrap it
Don't
up.
worry, I'll get you to have better descriptions for and I don't have earbuds anymore because the bird took them both.
Oh no, description's what?
Hold on, he can't hear you. Gizmo literally took his headphones out.
Oof. Oh no,
Here
the
goes
bot
doing it
isn't
again.
working. Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll get you to start describing soup bones really well.
Yeah. How do you like
Which means you're going to hear a lot of it on the Tuesday game.
Yeah, so we'll be rating someone. The voice actress for Catalyst of Apex Legends. She's currently playing Apex Legends. What else? So anyway, here comes the cavalry.
Hey.
Have a good day, everyone. See you
Hey.
later next week.
Calm down, buddy.
Bye.